Hi, this is James with Jab Arms. Today we're going to show you a little bit of our stock, especially focusing on the 22 long rifle stock that we have, since Christmas is coming up and that's one of the most common guns to give to especially youth and children for Christmas presents. And so we're going to start right there with the youth and the children. We got these little crickets. These are a very short rifle. If you kind of compare here how that looks with a full-size rifle. In fact, this is a youth rifle as well. So quite a bit shorter. It makes it easier for them to shoulder that. Another safety feature that kind of comes with that is a single shot bolt action. So you have to close the bolt and also engage the firing pin. So it's not an automatic firing pin engagement with that bolt. Then you run the bolt, pull the firing pin. A lot of us who grew up with some of these kind of know how they work. And that's a really good first rifle. In fact, that's how they kind of, the slogan on this right here says "My First Rifle." These little composite stocks, they start at, let me double check the price here, $125.82. And all the prices I'm going to be giving you are after tax, after all fees, so that's your final out the door price. $125.82 on just the standard composites. And then if you want to bump up, if you notice that one was in blue, this one here is a stainless steel version. But it also has a laminate stock, and this one's in red, white, and blue. Just a really pretty stock. They have almost endless colors between the laminate stocks and the composite stocks that we had there. But this one bumps the price up. Between the stainless and the laminate stock, the price comes up to $191. Many colors. We've got some muddy girls, some pinks, some blues. There's even a blue muddy girl that's really pretty neat. Pretty fancy. So if you're interested in specific colors, go ahead and talk to us about ordering one, and we can do that for you. Again, this price is $191. And then this is also from the same company. This is still a cricket with the same action, so you still have to engage that firing pin to be able to fire, but they've kind of developed a precision rifle out of it, so it kind of matches Dad's rifle. That's what they're looking for. You know, little Johnny can be just like Dad. It's got an adjustable cheek stock here to raise it and lower it for your scope. It's got the railing for the scope mount. You've got the bipod here, and then the suppression here. Well, it's not a suppression, the compensator, but it can be changed out. It's threaded, so you can pull that off and put a suppressor on it, which we also do suppressors if you're interested in that. I don't have any 22 suppressors in, but there should be one coming in this week or next week. And we could talk about the process of going through that. But this one runs, I believe retail on it's like $420, and our price is $300. So that's kind of a neat little gun that if you want to come in and look at it. And also it kind of goes along with these, you can pick up these little My First Rifle cases. These are $15. Okay, moving on to a little bit bigger rifles. This is a little this was a youth version. I did kind of tell you that it was a little bit shorter. If you could get a few more inches for a full size. That one behind it's a full size. So that is technically a youth rifle. You know, really it's not much smaller. I think your pull is going to be about the same for your hand to be able to make it up there. This is made by Mossberg, and this is a really good deal. It's got fiber optic sights. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that in the camera or not, but we're going to try to let you see. You got green fiber optic sights here on the back and a red fiber optic sight here on the front. And these are semi-auto. Comes with a little magazine. I think they're 10-round magazines. I don't have one in this one right now. But this is Mossberg International 702 Plinkster. And our price on this right now is $125. Again, that's after taxes and fees, so that's your out-the-door price, $125. Bumping it up a little bit, you can go into this trying to remember what this one is. Savage Arms. This is Savage Arms, and this comes in a complete kit. So you get the little scope here. The scope is a 4x32. It's made by Tasco. It's not too bad of a little scope for a 22. Again, this one's a little longer. This one does have the I'm not sure if it's simulated wood stock or if it's a true wood stock. I'm kind of thinking it is a true wood stock. And this price comes out at, I believe, $200 even. It's on sale right now, $200 even. Normally our price on it's $236.05, but We get a sale price on these for $200 even. I have sold one of these. This is the only one I have in stock right now, but as long as that sale holds out, I'll be able to continue to order them for you. And then bumping up one more time is another Savage. This one has a threaded bull barrel, so you've got the heavy target barrel. It's got the thread protector on here, so if you want to throw on a compensator or a suppressor, you can do that. It's got the rail for your scope. So this one does go up just a little bit more. It's up to $215. And the 22-inch heavy threaded barrel. So this is a little bit shorter. The barrel is shorter because they're assuming you're going to put a compensator on there, and that compensator is going to lengthen your length out to a normal size. But that's also made by Savage, $215. Okay, moving on to the 1022. This one happens to be in Muddy Girl. These were made for a while. They pulled them. I think they've actually come back in stock, so I pulled this one back out of my personal collection. This is a 50th anniversary, this specific one is, and it's got the adjustable stock, so you can adjust it larger, shorter. 1022 frame, so if you've got a 1022 already, you can use the same magazines that all the 1022s use. I do have some large magazines that come with a 10 rounder. We do have some 25s and some 50 round drums if you're interested in those. Kind of a neat stock the way this one's set up. This one does not have the threaded barrel on it. Most of our 1022s do. The price on this one is getting up there a little bit, $350. I can get you a 1022 for about $100 less than that without this fancy stock that goes on it. And like I said, I think these have started to come back into stock, so we might be able to get you those a little bit cheaper if I check with my suppliers. And now we're moving on to a lever action. I was looking the other day, and there's not very many lever actions or pump actions out there. In fact, there's only 2 pump actions being manufactured, and they're not cheap. Lever actions, there's only about 4 companies putting out a lever action. This one happens to be made by Mossberg. This one has the front rail here. I've got guards protecting it, but you can throw accessories on there, flashlights, maybe a laser sight or something like that. It's got the built-on compensator that does thread, so you could change that out to a suppressor if you wanted. It's got the tube rail, so kind of a mix of old and new styling there. It's got the adjustable stock, so that works good for one of your growing children. And the price on this one, we have it at, again, $350. That's the Mossberg 464 SPX. Okay, we're going to talk about some ammo while we're here. We've got 3 different types of ammo from Aguilera here in stock. I can get other things as well if you're interested, but let me make sure I get my prices right here. We have the 22 Super Extra Standard Velocity. This stuff is $22.74 a brick, which makes it $2.27 for a 50 round box if you want to buy it by the smaller boxes. And we go into our Subsonic. Subsonic is quite a bit more expensive. This does not break the sound barrier, so it's very, very quiet, especially when you put it into a suppressed 22. It sounds really like a pellet gun. We're going to get to a suppressed 22 here pretty soon. This is a little bit more expensive. It's at $40 a brick, so $4.02 a 50 round box. And then the Super Extra High Velocity. This is a copper plated. This is pretty popular, and the price on this is really good right now. We're at $24. And again, all our prices that I'm giving you today are after tax, after fees. So $24 for this brick. That's $2.40 for each little box of 50. Get those out of the way. We'll pull in this, mentioned I was going to have a suppressed version here. We talked about it a little bit. This is a Ruger 1022, and it is suppressed. It's an integral suppressor. It's built right into the barrel. You've got about it's either a 7 or 9 inch barrel, I can't remember exactly, with a suppressor built in to the barrel itself. I know a lot of you probably going to have questions about suppressors, and I can talk to you about that. There's that suppressor in the baffles, and the barrel stops here, the suppressor starts, it's pinned, and so you don't have to worry about that being a short barrel because it's pinned. It's all considered one long barrel. And this package here is kind of a special one. It's got a bipod. I've got a Bushnell rimfire scope on there. I think it's a 4-12. Yes, it's a 4-12 Bushnell scope. Because I plan on running a subsonic in this, we had to change out the buffer spring. We also have the extended magazine lever right there. It's got a flag engraved on the bottom of it. It's got a Magpul Hunter stock. This has different adjustable pieces you can take off and put back on to make this longer and shorter, depending on who's going to be firing it. So it's a pretty adjustable gun. It's a really nice gun. It's extremely quiet. It's just like a pellet gun. You want to fire it, bipod does fold up there, and I think it even extends out. So the price on this, with all the upgrades, the extractor's been upgraded because it is a target barrel, so it's a lot tighter chamber. We had to upgrade the extractor to be able to pull those out. This comes out about $1,300. Almost right at half of it's just this integral suppressor here that runs, if you wanted to buy it for your own, if you want to work something out there. That integral suppressor costs around $550, somewhere in there. I'd have to double check the price. But overall, this whole rifle comes out at $1,300. Yeah, it's a little bit spendy, but it's got its place, and it's really fun to shoot. It's a blast. So if you're interested in that, suppressors do take a $200 tax stamp, federal tax stamp, to be able to legally own them. But if you're interested in that, we've got this one here as well. Hand that off to you. And lastly, we have a couple 22s in stock. 22 pistols. We got a revolver. This revolver, if you see these, sometimes they're Black Friday special deals they like to put out there because they can they put a manufacturer special out right before that to allow people to pick them up cheaper so they can do Black Friday specials. I have this one marked at $150. We could probably get that down a little bit lower for you for probably between now and Christmas. I can get these for probably about $130, $125, somewhere in there. They do have different colored stocks. There might be a couple different lengths in the barrel, but if you're interested, we can do that. These do have a safety built in right there, which is kind of unique for a revolver, but they're a fun single action shooter that you can take out and plink with. And then we also have this Ruger SR22. These are really comfortable 22 pistols. They've got the ergonomics of most standard semi-automatic pistols. You've got your slide catch and your safeties right here, and I believe they're a 10-round magazine as well. It's got the hammer, so you can do a single action, double action, depending on whether or not you pull that hammer. These are really neat guns. They are a little on the spendy side, but the funny thing is a lot of the time our 380s are cheaper than our 22s, but the price on this right now is $350. But if you're interested, you can come in and check that out. We do have another pistol coming in. It hasn't come in today yet. It'll probably be coming in next week, but we're going to be getting some little compact pocket pistols that are made by Phoenix. They actually have two different barrel lengths. One's a 5-inch, one's I believe a 3-inch and a 5-inch. The 3-inch, we can get you just the pistol for $125. We can get you the 5-inch for $175. And then there's a deluxe range kit where you can get both barrels with one lower and a box that has your cleaning kits and a bunch of other accessories, and that is going to be $195. And again, those prices are after all taxes and fees. So if you're interested in those, we'll have a couple of those coming in next week. I already have 3 of them sold though, so those might be coming and going quick. And just to kind of refresh you that we do have a bunch of ammo over here. I have almost all the pistol ammos that you could want. We have 45 ACP 10mm, 357 mag, 380, 40 Smith & Wesson 9mm. Give you an idea, our 9mm is right at about $10 a box. I think there's some change on the end of it, but so I have quite a few rifle cartridges. I've got some Wolf Gold 223, some shotgun, some 308, some 301 mag. I can get pretty much anything that you're interested in looking at. So just let us know, and we will try to get you a good price and get some stuff in stock for you. I don't want to stock too much of stuff that people don't want, so I'm kind of holding off to find out what everybody's looking for. But again, we wanted to put out kind of what we've got going, what we have here. Maybe next week we'll get into some of our 380s. We got a pretty good selection of those, and we do allow you. We've got a range out back, so we do allow you to shoot some of this stuff before you decide to purchase it, because it's totally different holding on to it and actually pulling that trigger and firing some rounds out of it. And that's one thing we want to try to offer, is the ability to be able to go do that. And the prices are pretty low. Usually I just charge either a small fee and ammo, or just an ammo price depending on what you decide you want to shoot. But have any questions, give us a call. Jab Arms. Phone number's right here, 307-331-0291. If we don't answer right away, we'll get back to you, so leave a message. And we hope to see some of you soon.